time.
Here, bit of white heather, bring your luck.
I'll need more than white heather.
Lovely indeed. Flowers, lovely flowers. How about a nice carnation, sir, or bunch of flowers for the lady? Oh, here you are.
Morning, Mr. George. Good afternoon.
Hello, Miss Garstang. Here I am, ready,
Your
willing, and...
uncle has been asking for you?
Oh, Lord. I had sudden influenza.
No, Mr. George, that was last week.
It recurred?
It recurred last week, and the week before.
It was awfully sudden.
It always is. Tell your uncle. But go on. And Mr. George, this morning his bark is scarcely audible because of all the biting he's been doing.
Oh, Lord. It's bad.
Very.
Good morning, Uncle William.
Is it?
You wanted to see me?
Not particularly.
Oh, well, then I'll go then, shall I?
Yes.
Ah, very well, Uncle William. Oh, is that the Peruvian oil wells document?
It is?
Worth a few bob, do you suppose? Much oil in Peru? Worth our investment?
Such information is company business. To tell an outsider would be to jeopardize our position on the market.
Ah, well then I promise I shan't breathe a word.
Get out, George. You're fired.
Fired? Uncle William!
I took you on to work, not to lounge in at midday.
Ah, there's a perfectly good explanation for that.
Out.
And if you can't hear it...
Get out, George. Don't make me lose my temper. Don't make me raise my voice. Just get out! Oh, confound it!
I say steady on. Remember the old gout, what?
Out! Miss Garstang, out!
Yes, Mr. Roland.
Miss Garstang, see that my nephew is paid until the end of the month.
I have everything prepared, sir.
Jezebel!
And then do not let him through these doors ever again. People who turn up for work at 5 minutes before midday are not welcome in the firm of William Rowland, investment broker to the aristocracy. Out! Miss Garstang! As soon as my nephew has left the premises, I will be grateful if you bring me a dose of bromide and a cup of your noxious coffee made black and strong.
Yes, Mr. Roland.
See you tonight, then, Uncle William.
If ever I see your face again, I shall not be held accountable for my actions. Get out! Get out! 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 Get out!
Oh, here you are, dearie. Beautiful flowers. Buy a nice buttonhole. Cheer yourself up.
Now, how did you know I needed cheering up?
Tell by the way people walk, love.
Well, you're absolutely right, May. You were looking at one of the great unemployed. As from 5 minutes ago, I am no longer a member of the firm of W. Rowland, investment brokers to the aristocracy.
Well, never mind, ducks. With your good looks, you can go to that there south of France and be a gigolette to some rich old dowager. There you are, dear.
Oh, thank you, May. How much?
No, bless you, have that one on me. It's yesterday's stock. The petals will soon drop.
Thank you, May. I say, how about a bit of white heather?
Picked it myself this morning.
Where?
Oh, what's it matter as long as it brings you luck?
Rogers! Ah, there you are. What kept you?
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Rogers.
Finished work early, sir?
Finished is the operative word, Rogers.
Would you like a light luncheon, sir?
No, Rogers, thank you. Just pack up my things, will you? I'm leaving.
Yes, sir. Just for a short visit, sir?
For good, Rogers. I'm going to the colonies this afternoon.
Indeed, sir.
Yes, that is if there's a suitable boat. Will you join me?
Sir? It's very kind of you, but no thank you, sir.
Do you know anything about boats, Rogers?
Which colony were you thinking of visiting, sir?
Oh, I'm not particular. Any of them will do. Let's say, Australia. What do you think of Australia, Rogers?
Well, sir, I've certainly heard it said that there's room out there for anyone who really wants to, work, sir.
Ah, very neatly put. Well, then, I shan't go to Australia. Not today, at any rate.
Had a difficult time at the office, sir?
My uncle has fired me, Rogers.
Yes, sir. Perhaps a journey a little nearer to home, sir. Canada's extremely cold, South Africa's extremely hot, India is crowded. And one has never met anyone who has survived the Windward Islands.
Windward Islands? No, Rogers, of course you're right. Fetch me the ABC, will you? We'll find somewhere a little closer at hand.
At once, sir.
Perth! Too far. Putney Bridge too near. Ramsgate, Reigate. Why, what an extraordinary thing. I actually have a place named after me. Rowland's Castle. Have you ever heard of it, Rogers?
I fancy the trains go from Waterloo, sir.
What an extraordinary chap you are, Rogers. You know absolutely everything. Well, well. Rowland's Castle it is, then.
Very good, sir. I'll pack country clothes.
What sort of place do you think it'll be?
Quiet, I would expect, sir. Very quiet. You won't require evening dress.
Well, all the better. There'll be less competition. The last of the original Rowlands ought to meet with instant approval. I shouldn't wonder if they made me mayor in a week.
Yes, sir. Your train leaves Waterloo at 5:20 to 3, sir. Oh, you man, jump there.
First class, sir.
That's the ticket.
Are you sure you want a slow train, sir? There's a fast for Portsmouth. Leaves you platform 5. Get you there in no time.
Ah, but you see, I'm not going to Portsmouth.
Oh, I see, sir.
No, I am going to Rowland's Castle.
Where, sir?
Rowland's Castle. You've never heard of it?
Only over the loudspeaker, sir. That is when you can hear anything at all. Why would you want to go to a place like that for, sir?
Because, Porter,
Oh, thank you very much, sir.
I have never had anything exciting happen to me in my life. And I think it's about time I started.
Then go to Portsmouth, sir. I doubt if anything happens at Rowland's Castle.
But the journey is at least a beginning.
If you say so, sir.
I say!
Help me. Please, please help me.
Well, of course, but how can I?
Hide me. You must hide me, please.
But I say, all right, but where?
He's coming.
I say, who?
Don't give me away, please.
Well, of course not.
Then close the door.
The door. The door. Oh, the door! Yes, of course.
Right, naturally.
Naturally.
Young man?
You're speaking to me, sir?
Yes. Young man, what have you done with my niece?
I haven't the vaguest idea what you're talking about.
Then was a school?
Steady. Gilt-edged her up again.
You have your papers upside down, sir.
I am preparing for a visit to the Antipodes. How dare you, sir? What the devil do you mean, disturbing my peace?
I wish you to return my niece to me.
I saw her into this compartment. What have you done with her?
You are mistaken, sir. Go and look in another compartment.
Demand entry!
Demand, sir? Oh, that may work where you come from, but it doesn't cut ice with me.
I insist that you tell me what you have done with my niece. I will enter.
Porter, I say here! Guard! Porter, here, quickly! You behave like this. You, a visitor in our country.
You are abducting my niece.
Oh, pooh. Now, look here. This fellow is annoying me. I'm not at all sure I shan't have him up for assault and battery. Now, deal with it, will you? There's a good chap.
But he has my niece.
Lord, this is a matter for the guard.
But just listen to him. He's as foreign as he can be.
Oh, foreign, is he? Look out!
Don't come!
Come along! Please, you deal with this!
Kind, hold on! Get off the plane!
Come on, fuck it down, sir! Hey, Fred, give us a hand, will you?
Hi, the Hund! I will be...
Good day to you, Porter! Thank you very much, guard!
I will be even with you, young man! You will not escape!
now. The coast's clear.
Oh, how can I ever thank you?
It's quite all right. A pleasure. Think no more of it.
Oh, look at me.
Yes.
Hands. My face. Ever will you think of me?
I assure you, nothing but the very best.
Could you?
Yes, of course.
I think it was splendid of you to help.
Absolutely delighted to be of use.
Splendid of you.
Absolutely delighted.
Splendid of you. The awkward part is that I'm afraid I can't explain.
Can't explain.
No.
How wonderful. How topping. How perfectly splendid.
I beg your pardon.
It's absolutely splendid. It's like one of those books that keep you awake all night. The heroine always says, I can't explain in chapter 1, and then she does at the end. Oh, I can't tell you how pleased I am. I didn't know such things could happen. It's got something to do with secret documents of immense importance and the Balkan Express. Oh, I dote upon the Balkan Express.
What makes you say the Balkan Express?
I haven't been indiscreet. Your uncle.
My uncle? Oh, my uncle.
I know I have an uncle myself. Nobody should be held responsible for their uncles. Nature's little throwbacks, that's how I look at it.
What a refreshing and an unusual person you are, Mr.
Roland. But George to my friends.
And I am Elizabeth. Elizabeth.
I like the name Elizabeth. They don't call you Bessie or Betty or anything horrible like that, I hope.
Do I look an awful mess?
Oh, no. You look... All right.
Goodness! Where does this train go to?
Roland's Castle.
Where? Doesn't it stop anywhere else?
I take well everywhere else. Woking, Wimbledon, Weybridge, you name it.
Then I'd better alight at the next stop. Motorbike to town.
Must you?
You must find my behaviour quite extraordinary, Mr. Roland.
George to my
It's
friends.
all so sudden, you see. He saw us in the taxi, and then at the station I just bolted in here.
Saw us in the taxi.
The people I was with.
You don't sound the least tiny bit foreign.
Foreign?
To have a beastly foreign uncle.
Oh, I see. Well, I was educated here in England. One always is, isn't one?
Where else? I'm awfully glad you bolted in here.
Don't look so sad. I wish I could explain.
No, don't do that. It would spoil everything, the whole adventure. Look, isn't there something I could do? Carry the secret papers to Vienna or something of that kind.
Secret papers?
There are always secret papers. Do give me a chance.
You do want an adventure, don't you?
I'd do anything in the world for you, Elizabeth.
Even if I could give you no reason.
Nothing those reasons.
Even if it were dangerous.
The more danger, the better.
What a nice man you are. I'm sorry, I must go.
Elizabeth! May we meet again?
Shh! Lean out of the window. Don't be seen to be looking.
Good Lord.
You see that man leaning out?
Yes, where?
There, George. Looking just like the dear king.
Good heavens, yes. I say, you don't suppose it is the king, do you? He's travelling third class.
Follow him, George. See what he does and where he goes. Don't let him out of your sight.
Honestly? Is that all? What should I do?
Further instructions will be sent to you.
I say.
Watch him, George. Dear George, for me. And guard this. Guard it with your life. It is the key to everything.
But I say! Elizabeth, I say!
For me, George. For me.
Oh, I say!
have to wait. Your mayor-elect has other business just at present.
Hurry up, George, or His Majesty will give you the slip. Oh, so sorry. Are you for hire?
I'd be.
Then follow that cab.
You a spy, are you?
Certainly not.
A detective on a divorce case, I can always tell.
Nothing of the kind.
What are you up to?
We're just a prank. You can keep the change.
I intend to. Prank? You can get into trouble with pranks.
Don't worry about me. I've got my white heather to bring me luck.
White heather? Dearie, dearie me. Erica Vagans.
I beg your pardon?
Erica Vagans, dying by the look of it. White heather. There's one born every day.
Erica? What earth is the fellow talking about? Smith, indeed.
Good evening. Isn't it just? Can I help you?
A room?
A room, yes. Single or double?
Single?
Oh, never mind.
Can you accommodate me?
Indeed we can. We can let you have room 25. Oh, silly of me. I've just let 25 to a Mr. Smith. I ask you, Mr. Smith, and alone. You can have 27. And you, I suppose, are Mr. Brown?
What? No. Roland. George Roland.
Then fill it in, sir.
Oh, right.
And the address.
Address? Roland's Castle.
George Roland. Roland's Castle. I hope you'll be very comfortable, sir. Gracious, another of you.
I want a room for the night.
I dare say you do. And you'll be Mr. Jones.
If you say so.
No, if you say so, Mr.
Jones.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Thank you very much. Damnation! No peace for the wicked.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Lord Roland? Ugh. To and fro, to and fro. We'll need a new carpet at this rate. I say, what is going on?
On, madam? I'm going for my constitutional.
Oh, yes, I must say. We'd be better off with sailors.
healthy night.
Yeah. I should be careful if I was you.
Lord Roland.
Mister.
Oh, quiet.
There are two gentlemen to see you, sir.
To see me?
In the Trafalgar suite at the end of the corridor.
Are you sure? For me?
For Lord Roland of Roland's Castle, yes, sir.
Oh, good Lord. Did they say who?
But I rather fancy that they're not quite British.
How much? Not quite.
Very much. In fact, I think they're rather foreign.
Oh, Lord.
George Roland?
Yes?
Of Roland's Castle? Hmm? I have no doubt that you can guess our identity, sir.
Can I?
No.
No. But at least I am relieved to find that you are not who I thought you were going to be.
And who might that be, sir?
You're a perfectly ghastly man from foreign shores who interrupted my privacy, an Englishman's cherished right, at Waterloo Station.
Ah, Prince Osric.
Ah, how do you do?
No. No. The man was Prince Osric. I am not he.
Ah. Well, he didn't behave like a prince at all, or not one of our princes.
Lord Roland.
Lord Roland?
We have only a few brief moments.
And it's very kind of you to elevate me to the peerage.
Which gives us time only for you to answer one brief question.
Yeah, you don't mind, do you? I'm absolutely starving. Haven't had a bite all day.
Lord Roland.
Why is it in these places it is always ham? Right, fire away.
Fire?
This gentleman's questions.
Lord-
I'm sorry, I didn't catch your names.
Lord Roland, you have left London this afternoon in the company of a certain lady. You have arrived here without her. Now, where is she, please?
Lady? I'm most awfully sorry. I don't understand. Well, if that's all, gentlemen.
But I think you do understand. You fit the description we've been given. Even so far as the Erica Vagans.
Erica Vagans? I've heard that name before. Is that the lady you're looking for?
No, the lady we are looking for. Oh, this is ridiculous. What have you done with my Alexa?
Hand on my heart, I know no Erica and no Alexa. Now, if you will excuse me...
Lord Roland, I insist that you tell us where Her Highness is hiding.
Her whom?
Her Highness.
Elizabeth?
How dare you, sir?
Restrain yourself, Prince Carl. You know full well, I think, that I'm talking about Her Royal Highness, the Grand Duchess Alexa Elizabeth of Cattonia.
Of where?
Cattonia.
Never heard of it.
You people seldom have, but I do assure you, you will.
One of your Balkan states, I expect. Always in trouble with your peasants and your parliaments. Well, perhaps we do mean the same person, only I call her Elizabeth.
Storm, we cannot allow this.
I am so sorry. I have no idea where Elizabeth is. I only wish I had. Good evening, gentlemen. I shouldn't go in there if I were you. The place is seething with foreigners.
You run away from us, sir.
It seems the most sensible thing to do.
Indeed.
Otherwise, we might end up fighting, and I never fight.
You surprise me. Why not?
I am far too afraid of getting hurt.
Ha! So this is the remarkable British pluck we are always hearing about.
I say, old chap, go easy on the old country, will you?
To your old country.
Oh. That's for England, old boy. I told you I was afraid of getting hurt. That's why I learned jiu-jitsu.
Oh, well done, Lord Roland.
Right. You shall hear more of this. Stum, come. That is your last word, Lord Roland.
I didn't speak
You will not tell us Her Highness' whereabouts.
Confound it, man. I don't even know them myself.
This is not the end. You will be hearing from us. Good evening, Lord Roland.
Good riddance. I shouldn't be surprised if you didn't start another world war, Lord Roland.
Guard this. Guard it with your life. It is the key to everything.
Good night. This is ridiculous. What I need now is to spot a Ronald Coleman in Raffles.
Follow him, George. See what he does and where he goes. Don't let him out of your sight.
Oh, evening, sir.
Just looking for my cufflink.
Oh.
No escape. Right, you fiend. If you move now, I'll move with you. So to bed. What was that? Good Lord. 5 o'clock? It's too early even for worms.
Follow him, George. See what he does and where he goes. Don't let him out of your sight.
sir?
Don't you ever sleep?
Yes, sir.
God! It's gone. I can't have. It's gone. One thing she told me to guard. You fool. You are a total failure at adventures. Failure at work. Failure at life. Elizabeth, I failed you. What the deuce?
Oh, morning, sir.
Good morning again. What time is it now?
It's 7 o'clock, sir.
Must you make all this din?
I'm sorry, sir. The gentleman asked to be called. I cannot make him hear.
Well, it was your pass key.
Yeah, I have tried, sir, but I cannot make it fit.
Key on the other side, if you ask me.
Then what's happened to the gentleman, sir?
How on earth should I know? Good Lord!
Whatever is it, sir?
Well, look here. This packet was stolen from my room last night, and here it is returned.
What does it contain?
I don't know. Dash it all, somebody's opened it already, so... It's lunacy. That's what it is. It's absolute lunacy. There's no sense anywhere.
It's a wedding ring. The gentleman in number 25!
There's a ledge out here. I'm going along.
God bless you, sir. You're in your pyjamas.
Then what exactly is the correct attire for breaking and entering? Devil are you? All right. Where's the other chap?
The man with the beard and the moustache. Looks a little like the king, God bless him.
A friend of yours, I suppose?
No, sir, he is not. If you'd be so good, sir.
Oh, no. No, not until I know just who you are.
I, sir, am Detective Inspector Gerald of Scotland Yard.
Are you really?
Do you mind, sir? And you are?
Well, I scarcely know anymore. I'm George Rowland of no fixed address.
Not Lord Rowland of Rowland's Castle, then?
Don't be silly. Rowland's Castle's a station on the Portsmouth line.
I know that, sir. Now, you'd be well advised to tell me all you know about this business.
Well, I'm not sure it makes much sense, Inspector.
Oh, perhaps you'll let me be the judge of that, sir.
Well, it all started yesterday when I got the sack. So I came along the ledge and... What were you doing in the wardrobe?
Oh, the rogue temporarily got the better of me, sir. As to the theft of the packet, I can explain that. I popped into your bedroom when you were out chasing that bearded fella to the bathroom and borrowed it.
Why, Inspector, why?
Didn't trust you, sir.
You didn't trust me?
Yeah, well, I'm awfully sorry, sir. But I thought you might be another accomplice.
Accomplice of whom?
Chappie that has this room, sir. He's known to us.
Really?
What did you find in that bathroom skirted, sir?
I can't make head or tail of it, actually. I think it's a love letter.
A love letter, eh? May I look?
It's in my room. Oh, no, not again!
Oh, you do need someone to look after you, don't you, sir?
Well, at least they didn't take this. But what on earth were they after?
Yes, I'm awfully afraid it might have been that love letter. Where do you put it?
Oh, where indeed? I was going to return it. And then I came in and discovered that Elizabeth's packet had gone, and then I'm afraid I went to pieces a bit. I say, I slipped it in here.
Very fortuitous, sir. May I?
I say, do you think you ought? It is a private letter.
As you say, sir. But I'd rather fancy that if you drew a line from one dotted I to another, you'd get a very different result.
Really?
I rather think, sir, that this is a plan of the Portsmouth Harbour defences.
Good Lord.
Yeah. We've had our eye on him for some time, sir. Quite a gang, you know.
So that's what he was up to last night.
That's it, sir. He was out collecting information that helped him dot the I's, as you might say.
Inspector, you're brilliant.
Oh, thank you very much, sir. All part of the job. I fear we haven't got to the end of this yet, sir. My men will soon pick up this nasty bit of work, but he's got an accomplice. Gets a woman to do all his dirty work for him.
A woman? What's her name?
Oh, we're not sure. Nor what she looks like. Clues, you know, sir. But it is rumoured that she has very pretty features and bright eyes. And in fact, the Yard, we call her Betty Bright Eyes.
Why Betty?
Well, because that's her name, sir. He used it once on the telephone. Just Betty, that's all. All right, Betty, he says. Keep up the good work, Bright Eyes. So, Betty Bright Eyes she became.
Oh, Elizabeth.
Excuse me, sir? You don't look very well, you know.
That's because I don't feel very well, Inspector. I'd better catch the first train back to town.
Oh, that'll be the slow train now, sir. Well, you'd be better off waiting for the express.
The slow train will suit me admirably, Inspector.
You're quite sure you're all right, sir? I will pursue my inquiries. There's still a lot to be done.
The girl in the train. The brightest eyes I've ever seen. I'll stake my life on it. She's either Betty Bright Eyes or the Grand Duchess of Cattonia. Or both.
Are you the only cabby in Portsmouth?
Hard work be good for the soul, my old mother always said.
Oh, did she? Station, please.
Exhausted the delights of Portsmouth already, have you? Did your friends find you last night?
I beg your pardon?
Do you have a neat description of you?
Good.
Foreign chappies looking for handsome young chap. Couldn't place you at that. Then they mentioned Erica Vagans. Got you once. Said he had a bit of weed stuck in his lapel. Got you once.
My white heather?
Erica Vagans. Pale mauve. Nothing lightweight, Heather. I'm born every minute.
An extraordinary fellow.
Paper, sir.
The wedding took place yesterday in London of Lord James Gay, second son of the Marquis of Axminster, and the Grand Duchess Alexa of Cattonia. The ceremony was kept a profound secret. The Grand Duchess has been living in Paris with her uncle, Prince Osric, since the recent upheaval in Catania. Damn, damn, damn! She met Lord James, the swine, on a skiing holiday in Switzerland. Oh, Elizabeth. Elizabeth, how could you do this to me? But that's not my Elizabeth. It's nothing like her. What is it? Oh, Elizabeth.
George.
Elizabeth.
George.
Elizabeth.
Aren't you pleased to see me, George?
For God's sake, tell me. Are you the Grand Duchess of Cattonia? Because if so, this is the most ghastly photograph of you.
No.
But you are Betty Brighteyes.
Who?
Betty Brighteyes, a traitor to our country. But don't worry, Elizabeth. I'll get you out of this.
George, what on earth are you doing?
Get under the seat.
I will not get under the seat.
You've got to stay out of sight till the train leaves. Please, Elizabeth.
George, will you listen to me? I am not Betty Brighteyes, whoever she may be.
You're not? And you're not the Grand Duchess Alexa? Who are you, Elizabeth?
I'm Elizabeth Gay, and my brother, James, has just married the Grand Duchess, whom he loves dearly. But her uncle, Prince Osric, didn't want the marriage to take place. There was a horrible plot afoot for her to marry her cousin, a frightful, pimply person called Prince Carl.
I met him.
Whom Alexa absolutely hates.
Sensible gal.
We were doing splendidly yesterday, bowling through London on our way to the registry office, when Prince Osric, Alexa's uncle, spotted us. Then I had the brilliant idea of changing places, acting as a sort of decoy, like those ducks in shooting. So we changed hats and coats, and really, with the collar up, one hardly glimpses a girl nowadays. And it worked like a dream. Prince Osric came pounding after me, leaving the loving couple to plight their troth.
Lucky old them.
And everything was fine, except that I met a dear, sweet man who wanted an adventure, and I couldn't resist giving him one.
But you also gave me this.
Alexa bought a spare in case James forgot. You know what men are like. And I thought it would add to your mystery.
Well, it certainly did that.
And then Sturm and Prince Carl came pounding back and said you were in Portsmouth. I got the express this morning, and here I am.
Just to see me.
And to explain.
Sir, I just thought you'd like to know. Meet Betty Brighteyes.
I say.
Morning, sir.
Yeah, we've got His Majesty too. Yeah, he could have made his getaway, you know, sir, but he wouldn't leave Portsmouth Harbour without her. It's amazing what love can do, isn't it, sir?
Amazing.
Well, better be off, sir. It's the express train for these two. You quite sure you won't join us?
Quite sure. We're off.
Right. Well, good luck, sir.
Just like all those stories. So simple when you know how.
And why?
All the same, it seems deuced odd to me that a common cabby would know the Latin name for white heather.
It isn't white heather at all. It's quite mauve.
Very, very lovely.